what are you doing? What are you touching?
Focus on your story.
What is that? Why are you touching it?
Back to your story. Back to the SDR show. So, for the audience, this is what it's like when we hang out in real life, too.
It is.
Cool.
You silenced me.
I did not mean to silence you. That really is counterproductive into doing a podcast with you. Really counterproductive. Like, oh, cool. I'm just get to tell stories to Jessica while she just sits here in silence.
It's story time.
Oh, no, I'm going to mute your mic for all this.
I don't know. I'm going to go mad.
Please don't go mad.
I mean, I don't know if I could tolerate being quiet.
No, I'm super... I don't actually want you to. I do enjoy your company.
Is it a game? Is it a competition? Do you want me to see how quiet I can be?
Please don't. Please don't. My audience will be like,
What in the fuck?
Why the fuck are we here?
Your audience, I mean, at least in the social media world, like, holy fucking shit, man. Like, I understand that this world hurts and like there's this catharsis. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of like the chandelier effect, like where if you're like under a lot of pressure, anything happens, it just like explodes. So like the stress has always been like acceptable if you do it like when you're road raging, right? Like road raging
because you're in
is
your
totally
bubble.
normal. But now it's like turning into people's catharsis is happening online. And I'm like, it's just like the toxicity. It's like, I know this world hurts, but holy fucking shit. You can get paid to talk shit to people. People will pay you for it.
I'm in the wrong line of work.
You might need a pair of titties.
I mean, I could strap some
You know
on.
what? You could probably play Bear Daddy. You could do Bear Daddy and talk shit to people, and like people will pay good money. In fact, I think there's more money in gay porn than there is in straight.
There probably is, but at the point where like I'm making it my brand to shit talk gay men, that feels like a crime. That like that really feels like a crime, and like
I just like I'm living vicariously through all gay men, and just like gay men are so beautiful. It's like so unfair. Somebody was talking about the Adonis factor and like how like the epitome of masculinity is expressed in the gay community because like men are such visual creatures. So like men like appeal to men with their masculinity, and like you have straight men that like have just taken things for granted.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Right fucking here.
Yeah.
Wow, she's not even arguing with me. She's like, yep, that checks out. That checks out. Completely checks out.
Hey, you do make sure that like there was that one time where your hat was stinky and you were very cognizant of when I was like, it's a little stinky. And you're like, oh my God. So like you're aware of smells.
Yes.
Smells are important. Smells, like some guys don't do that. So cheers.
Cheers.
To
me being stinky.
to not being stinky. You watch your smells.
I try. As a kid who's had smell science problems his whole life, I've always been like hyper like paranoid about it.
Oh man. So I lived with I don't think she would mind me saying. I don't know.
Don't name her.
I don't know.
Don't name her.
So she's in the industry though, and super funny. I didn't know she didn't have a sense of smell. She was born without a sense of smell. Normally that like only happens with brain damage or some type of damage. And so
so you're saying she was born with brain damage?
No, so she wasn't though.
Are you her doctor?
So no, but so they wanted to do like study her and figure out why she has no sense of smell. But because she was also in the porn industry, there was like a point where like I think she had like a date and she was like, I don't know if my pussy is okay. And so it was just like one of those moments of where it's just like we would wake up and like smoke a shit ton of weed and like have espresso. We called it the hippie 8-ball. And so then she so I was just like, you know what? There's only one way to fucking tell. Like, cause like it's either like okay or not. Like let me I'm not putting my fucking face in your fucking pussy, but like let me smell your fingers. So I love her. I haven't seen her in forever, and we're both terrible about hanging out with each other.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, we're really bad about I'm terrible about going out. I think I'm getting better about it.
I mean, I've hung out with you multiple times.
Yeah, but like one-on-one. But like, yeah.
I mean, what, I want to share you with people?
You're also like a neighbor.
I know, but I don't want to share you with people. I'm okay with hanging out with you one-on-one.
God, that's like triggering. That sounds like my ex. I don't share.
Oh, Sorry.
That's triggering as fuck.
Well, we're already off on a bad foot.
No. It's not. It's just a thing. It's a thing. It's all good.
I didn't know.
I'll have more tequila.
That will be tolerable. I'll just have more alcohol.
Speaking of not sharing, I'm going to a play party this weekend. I'm really excited about it.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to fuck anybody.
Why not?
Like I'm not going to be roly poly. I'm like this one I am going to be doing entirely sober. And unfortunately, when I am entirely sober, it takes me like a year to like be like, okay, I'm down to play with this person. Unless it's like a handshake on set. It's different. I'm being paid and like it's like whatever.
Or the SLR party.
No, but I fucking love John. So like John Strong. John and I go a long way back and I love that man. Like he is delicious. Like I don't know what it is about like Russian, but like oh, God, it's just so my grandfather was German and like Bavarian. So it's very kind of specific accent. And I don't know, like I just feel like I know that the Latin languages are love languages, but I love German. I love Russian. It sounds like they're yelling at me and I love it. And it's like, it's just so aggressive and it's just like, it puts me in the right place. Ah, I love it.
Were you on? You haven't been on since that party. We talked about that. That was a conversation we had in real life about me walking in on that.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't been on since that. I think I was on here like fucking A, man. Like, was it like over a year ago?
I don't remember. I'd have to go back to the.
Why is it warm in here?
Because I turned off the air, so it's not on camera like a real set.
That's just. You just want me to take my jacket.
I'm not mad at it. The audience probably is less than mad about it. It's more of a. I just don't want fan noises on my cameras.
I mean, aren't you an editor? Can't you just edit the sound out? Like do room noise, room tone?
Yeah, fan noise is still fucking fan noise. Yeah,
and then there are sirens.
Well, that's Hollywood. Like,
welcome to fucking Hollywood.
There's nothing we can do about that. I can't go tell the fire department to let people die.
Dude, at least you don't have a fucking ice cream truck that's hanging out right there. Like,
you mean a drug dealer?
Yeah, no, dude, I don't know. Like, I kind of wanted to go up to this fucker because, like, this fucking thing. There was like, I had turned my music off because I try not to have music on too long if I'm not doing it in headphones because, like, it's apartments, right? I don't want to like be bothering people. And I turned it off, and I hear like just the fucking notes, like it's like ear piercing, just like, I had to put music on.
Oh.
I'm traumatized by the experience. And I didn't see any fucking kids.
Well, yeah, they shouldn't be buying drugs.
No, there aren't any, like, maybe there's fucking children that live on my fucking street, but I didn't see any fucking kids. I feel like they're only adults.
Well, adults can eat ice cream too.
My driver said that he had ice cream too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not a good front if you don't have ice cream.
What?
Well, like, if you're dealing drugs out of an ice cream truck, you better have some actual ice cream.
Wait. Okay, so Sunday is Easter, right?
I'm a Jew. I don't know.
Oh, motherfucker. We killed that guy. Don't they do something for like Ash Wednesday or something? Like they put like the like they like do shit to your like forehead.
The ash cross.
Yeah. Is it like the ash of people? Like this is my cremated grandmother.
She's serving a purpose.
Yeah, you know, living the dream, the Christian dream, rubbing your grandparents on your face.
After they're dead, not while they're alive. It's really weird to do that while they're alive.
I mean, like how many people have been molested in the context of religion?
All the people?
Emotionally, yes. Emotionally they have. Cheers, motherfucker. I'm happy our brains together can form one fucked up thought.
Oh, it's more than one. Between the two of us, there are definitely more than one fucked up thought.
I'm gonna need more tequila than what I poured myself.
Luckily, there's tequilas, like, everywhere.
I know, but, like, what am I gonna go with next? I like Espolon. All right, so we should talk about things.
Well, I wanted to circle back to your play party that you.
Oh yeah, the play party.
May our ADD combined.
You know, this is why I'm so good talking on podcasts because I can talk about everything and anything.
Yeah, she was going to host tonight. I was going to be the guest.
Yeah, I was going to host, but unfortunately, like, I don't do Dell. Actually, I do PC. I would probably be able to handle that better than a Mac.
Yeah, it's a PC.
I know. I know. I was just throwing something out there. Excuse me. So this play party, it'll be fun. It'll be in costume. I fortunately am like,
What's your costume?
so they call it like nymphomania. So it's like satyrs and nymphs. And so I will be, I don't know yet. I have a ton of random things in my wardrobe.
In a surprise to no one.
Mm-hmm. It's probably gonna be some type of lingerie. I do have like some horns somewhere, and I have some like bat wings. So it's like more of like a goth nymph, but like
You could be a succubus.
I could be a succubus. Yes, I can.
I mean, that is on your fucking social media, so.
It is. It is. I made the mistake. So they were like, I thought that like you had to be a member for the group and then you like it just like let you in, but you have to buy tickets to it. And like this fucking membership, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like it gives you discounts and like early access tickets, which I didn't do early access because it's fucking late. It's this weekend. It automatically put me into this fucking like it's almost like Tinder and a forum had a fucking baby. And I like forums, but I fucking hate Tinder. Like it's fucking dating apps. Like I can't fucking swipe on people because like it just as a demisexual, I can look at a person. There's nobody's gonna be like my cup of tea. Like I have to like a fucking person. It's really fucking annoying. But that's why I like play parties because then it like takes away that like emotional attachment because I'm a horny demisexual.
No, you don't say.
Yeah, so porn has done me so well because, like, so demisexual is on the asexual spectrum, right?
Oh, I didn't realize it technically falls towards that way.
Yeah, it does. So, like, but it's confusing because I am a horny individual. It's just like if you ever like actually like paid attention to me, like while I'm like at events and talking to people, and if they're like DTF, I am such a cock block. I am such a fucking cock block. I just it I I don't wanna fuck somebody if I don't know them and like them, unless it's just a fuck.
Does it still help if you do know them and like them?
It helps a lot if I know them and like them, actually, then I'm more likely to repeat, or, like, more likely to just, like, let it be a thing, right?
Hey, nothing wrong with it. As we alluded to, I walked into you getting it on in the bathroom at the SLR.
You did. So that was fun. I
Duh,
don't know. John
duh.
Strong's just so fucking sexy. He's like built like ox. And um
No, it was just hilarious because y'all like I went to use the bathroom door was open. It was just like, oh, that's happening.
so we closed that bathroom door. We totally closed it. And I think somebody else snuck in before you, which is hilarious. And I'm wondering if it might not have been Mo. Because he had a fucking smile on his fucking face when I was over at the XBiz party. Was it no, at XBiz? Yeah, it was at XBiz. Mo had this fucking shit-eating fucking grin, and I think he might have been the guy, or he might have just been witness to the prior, moment that led to that. It was almost a threesome.
Who got left out?
Ugh, fucking Romeo Mancini, he was not tested, so I didn't get to get dicked down by 2 dicks, and so that was sad.
How does someone who works as much as Romeo not have a clean test? Like
I don't know, but at least he was honest because I would have looked at it.
and that would have been awkward. Like you're in the stall, his dick's out, and it's like, what the fuck, bro?
Right. Oh god, the struggle is fucking real. Oh, it's so fucking real. So I do have a new dick date that I've seen him twice, and I'm going to the play party like adjacent with him. He had like another friend that he was going with. But he said he would shoot content with me.
Woohoo!
Yeah, right? And I'm like, "Okay." Like, so if I'm gonna do costume, let's do a hookup video. And, like, I'm gonna try him out, see how he does. Like, I don't know, he's kept up with me in the bedroom, like, without a camera. We'll see if he's good with a camera.
I feel like most dudes would be okay with a camera, but like
When you're getting your fucking dick sucked or something else, like, try focusing on a camera. It takes a specific type of brain
well,
to
it does.
make that shit happen.
It 100% does. I'm not discounting it, but I feel like it's much easier to do that versus like a whole crew, a whole set.
Really?
Oh yeah, like because
I'm a weirdo.
well, you're a little bit of an exhibitionist, a little bit.
Yeah, no, I do like, I love adrenaline is my thing.
Right. Well, but it's also like you don't have to get an erection to perform on set.
No, I would have a boner all the fucking time if I was a dude. It would be a problem.
You're like having to go to the hospital.
I get turned on about weird shit and it's just at inappropriate moments. Like when
Warn me if that happens during the show. Just warn me.
I'm always on. I'm always on. I would be that person wearing pervert pants because I would always be chubbing. Mhm.
Hey, at least you know yourself.
I know myself. I do. What else should we talk about? Have you ever been to a play party?
No, not my scene.
Why?
Not my scene.
Why?
I'm not really into
Fucking around.
Well, I'm into fucking around, but I'm not into like public sex.
Huh. I don't know. Like you don't have to have sex in public. Like I find that there are good ways of connecting with people that like are just down to have like some sexy time. Like this is how I met this guy. As I went to a playful party, I had accidentally broken my pussy because I had shot an anal scene. And whenever I shoot anal, I love going between holes. I love it both ways. And so I broke my pussy and I wasn't able to play. But that made it so that it was a condom blowjob, which was not my favorite. But
that's no one's favorite.
No. But
there's not a single person in the world like, I want a condom blowjob.
I know, but I did like this little like 3-person blow bang. Is that a blow bang if it's 3 guys?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. I'll just like it's just like
Yeah.
a baby blow bang.
Yeah.
No, that sounds awful. That sounds really fucking bad.
Thank God that's on camera.
Sorry.
Jessica Ryan and her baby blow bang.
No. I need a palate cleanser from that one.
You said it, not well, I said it too, but you're the one who said it.
So I sucked 3 dicks with condoms, and that's how I met this gentleman. And it was quite fun.
I mean, that must have been a really good blowjob if with a condom he's like, I still want to, yeah, I'm still down.
Oh yeah. I am a professional soul sucker, sir.
Sorry, my penis has never been in your mouth. I have no idea.
That's weird.
That my penis has never been in your mouth?
No, it's just weird. I don't know.
Then what's weird about it?
I don't know. Again, this is like that weird demisexual thing. Like if you put me on the set, that's like a different thing.
Right.
Like once it gets into more personal space, then I'm like, I don't know about that, sir.
I wasn't suggesting it happened. I was just saying I don't know firsthand.
My dick in your mouth.
That was not the implication. Like, well, let's fix that. It was, I don't know. I have no firsthand experience. I'll have to take your word for it. There's a major difference there.
Is there a major difference?
There is.
Yeah.
There is. I mean, if you want to bring someone by who's going to give testimony on your behalf.
I should totally have like testimony from all the people that I worked with.
No, not people you work with. People you hooked up with in real life. Because
well, that's so much less, more, less, more.
Yeah,
How would I state that?
It's
so
value.
much more, less.
Those are valuable testimonies, though.
Yeah, but like I am a like a long-term monogamish person.
I know.
So I had like my germ pod during COVID. And there were 2 guys, 1 girl. What?
Oh no, nothing.
Then I had a boyfriend, and then he didn't share.
And then apparently me making a joke gave you the ick.
Funny. That shouldn't have been triggering. It shouldn't have.
No, it was just a joke.
I know, it was a joke, but it was just like,
Hell, if anything, I tried to drag you out to social events.
I know, hearing a guy say, don't share. I'm in therapy for that relationship.
Oh, well.
It's totally good. It's totally good.
Oh, no. Therapy's good.
No, absolutely. But it's like, fuck, man. Dating somebody within the adult industry that has an issue with the adult industry is
it's a problem.
It's a problem. It's too frequent.
Sadly, yes.
I mean, it's super difficult to be in porn, like, and relationships in porn, right? I feel like a lot of our insecurities, it's like, I don't know if you saw my rant today.
I did not.
You didn't see any of my rants today?
I've been on calls all day.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, that's upsetting, but also surprise. I have a rant.
And isn't it one of my audience members?
I mean, probably some of the audience. So like I find the adult industry very interesting. And sex very interesting. I feel like all of our insecurities come out with it. It's like the scapegoat of everybody. It's like the what did I call it? The new boogeyman. because like I don't know. It's just I don't know what's going on. There are like fewer and fewer people actually having sex. And like I mean socioeconomic like issues and all this other bullshit, like so many things that would like make you not want to fuck people.
Well, you add in the fact that, like, you don't meet people organically anymore as is.
Like this whole like fuck that fucking dating app fucking shit.
Well,
Fuck it.
I was talking to someone else about this the other day. It's like, it is actually not in the dating app's interest for you to actually meet and date someone.
Right, because you're swiping.
Right. You get off the app if you actually are dating someone. So it's
Right?
not in their interest capitalism-wise.
Don't they a friend of mine was telling me, "Oh, no, it wasn't dating app. I think it was like one of the like is it what's one of the it's not like Facebook Marketplace. It's like buy something nothing. I don't know. It's like one of those things where you sell shit." And they had given their phone number because they asked for the phone number to make it easier, and then they got deleted because you're not supposed to share your phone number. I do think that last time I had done Tinder, I actually did have a successful Tinder date when it first started. And then
When it was still for hookups?
when it was still for hookups, fuck me, man. When people turned Tinder into dating, they went wrong. Like, I want Grinder, but fucking straight people are bullshit. It pisses me the fuck off. Like, I just want to get fucking laid, and I don't give a fuck about who you are.
So many DM slides are being launched right this second. So many DM slides.
What? It's just like, okay, like if I was trying to fucking date you, I wouldn't be on a motherfucking app.
Well, but sometimes you don't know until like you rub genitals. Like, oh shit, I actually like
No.
like you.
I call it a qualifier. If you can't fuck me and you can't stay up with me, we're never gonna date.
Well, obviously,
Like so.
sexual incompatibility is a huge fucking problem.
Right. I can't believe that there are people in this world that they wait until they get married to have sex. Like,
Well, I also can't believe there's people in this world that stay in relationships that are sexless, or you all are not on the same level. Like,
I one of my exes. I love him. He is such a sweetheart, such a delicate little Pisces. And when we first started dating, like he knew that I was in the adult industry. I had like escaped up to wine country with him. Like we fucked like rabbits. Like it was amazing. He had a little bit of a drinking and coke problem. Like
those are always little problems.
yeah, and then there was just like a point where like he started getting comfortable with things, and like he literally told me to stop treating him like meat. So like it's not the greatest measure of like how you have sex like at the initial. I suppose like nothing's perfect, things change. But like that was really disappointing because we had amazing sex at the start of the
The
relationship.
amount of dudes who are watching this are like, he didn't want to be treated by meat. By you? What the fuck?
Yeah, he legit was just like, I need you to stop treating me like meat. And I'm like, I live with you. Like it's not like I'm just like, okay, bye, we're done.
Right. I don't know.
He was delicate.
I am also a bad judge of these things because I'm a consummate honeymooner. Like, when the honeymoon phase starts to end, I tend to be out.
Oh, see, I love it when it gets boring. But like then like I still like I fuck a lot.
So high maintenance.
So I've always been like a super active person, and like the last like 7 months, like just going through all the things that I've gone through, like I
What have you gone through in the last 7 months?
just like emotionally like processing breakup, right? Like I don't think that it's healthy for people to be like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna feel it so that I can be like a normal human being when it comes to my next relationship.
It's a good call.
Yeah, like I've been all of my other breakups have just been kind of toxic. So I'm trying to do it the right way, and it's kind of hard.
This is my surprise phase.
Yeah, so I did not live at the gym like I usually do, which is like fine, but like I'm usually such an active human being, and it makes my body feel so much better. I got back from New York, I did that feature, and like yeah, I just need to get back to lifting weights. I don't know how people exist without doing it. Like my spine, it hates me.
Well, the way I do it is my spine hates me, and then I go to lift weights, and like my body screams. I'm like, I know consciously, if I stay at this will stop hurting as
It'll
much.
stop hurting eventually. It just takes some time.
But in the short term, I don't recover like I used to in my 20s.
Sleep is a big component, and so is also hydration and not alcohol.
What are you trying to imply, Jessica? What are you trying to imply?
I'm not implying anything.
Oh, it sounded like you were implying something.
I'm not implying anything. I'm being pretty direct, no?
Are you implying that I'm dehydrated and sleep deprived? Accurate.
Is it inaccurate?
Somehow as I've gotten older, I've gotten bad at sleep.
Dude, it gets difficult. And also when you pull crazy hours, it happens.
Yeah, well, I went to bed at like 5:30 this morning.
I don't want to sit here and scold you about these things. I just want to
Well, can I at least finish my thought? Can I finish my thought?
Yeah, you can.
As much as you don't want to scold me, it's kind of funny to scold me about it. So
Okay, fine. All right.
May I finish my thoughts?
Do it.
May I?
Do it.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Do it.
Doing the thing.
Do it.
I went to bed at 5:30 this morning, and my body is, for whatever reason, like at 9:30, like, yeah, you're awake now.
Or it's because the fucking sunlight, man.
I have blackout curtains in my room.
But the sounds of the city change.
Well, especially where I'm at, like in Hollywood.
The temperature changes, the sounds change. So like I went through this like mad experiment. So when there was like the whole MGen thing, I'm not gonna explain any of it. But I had taken 7 months like as a break out of the industry because things were going wild and I was like maybe this is my retirement. It fixed and I'm back. Yeah, cheers. I was like, well, what if I stay awake all night? Because that's when dick in hand happens. Right? Dick in hand, like guys want to be in bed. They're either fucked up or they can't fucking sleep and they want to jerk off. And I was like, yeah, what if I just like do stuff online at night and then I go to bed and I sleep all day? And
I was actively encouraging this, by the way.
Yeah. Like you would witness part of this, and it is fucking awful. So like, especially where I'm at in Hollywood, like literally like 5 in the fucking morning. No, 6 in the morning because I have slept in on an one of my flights, and I learned 6 in the morning I'll start hearing cars driving through my area more, and then I'll be like, oh, I feel well rested. Oh fuck, I slept in. So about 6 in the morning I start hearing more cars. Then like the sun's starting to happen a little bit more, but then the temperature shifts, right? And like all of these little fucking cues, it's impossible. Like you have to control your environment so fucking much. And trust, I went on a fucking rabbit hole. I went on a motherfucking rabbit hole about like phototherapy and like light exposure because that's a big component, but it's also temperature. Because I was looking up how they like try to mitigate the issues for night shift workers. And you should just live on a space station if that's what you want to do.
I don't think this podcast works in space.
I bet you it would. Starlink.
The latency. I hate remote podcasting in the first place. I definitely don't want latency while I'm doing it.
I mean, but like we're not going live right now.
No, but there's still a certain energy for us being in the same room, cheersing.
I would fly into space to do a podcast.
With me or just in general?
Just in general, I would fly.
Ouch.
I would fly into space.
I'm not special enough for like just any podcast.
If you're not in space, I'm sorry, but if there's somebody else who is doing a podcast in space, I would go up to fucking space and do that. Although, like, there's some fucked up shit that happens to people when they're like out of gravity.
Yeah, for extended periods of time. Yep.
What was that one show on? Was that Amazon? They like. I'm so bad with the show names because I don't watch TV very well. But it was like a sci-fi, and they had like this earth sickness where like people are going psychologically crazy, and they had one guy like rubbing his feet in dirt and like, you know what I'm talking about?
I do not.
Oh, somebody's got to know what I'm talking about.
Someone has to.
Somebody has to know. Excuse me while I fix my titties.
You're excused.
Oh, excuse me. How do you feel about this white? I don't have glasses on, so I can't see.
That's fine. Your nipples aren't poking through. So
no, it's because I actually have a bra on.
Oh, well, that's amazing.
Like it's almost like the same color as my nipples.
Okay.
It actually is. I think it's appropriate to show it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, even if your tits came out, I would just put it on the Patreon version, and that's it.
Oh, Patreon.
I would censor it for YouTube, and because tits have come out on this show before. It happens.
Have they really?
Yeah, it happens.
I'm just a weirdo, and I talk about everything, so tits don't naturally just come out.
It's fine. No, they're not required to in any way, shape, or form.
I was on a podcast recently for SDR. And is it a podcast or is it?
No, it's a podcast.
Okay. I'm like, I kept on calling it a radio show, and it's not even on the radio.
No, it's definitely a podcast.
It's not on the radio. And I was supposed to talk about this whole thing about like how MILF is an antiquated idea.
You talked about that on SDR?
It was really funny. Ralph tried to bring it up 3 times.
Yeah.
But me and I had smoked weed beforehand. I haven't smoked weed to, like, socialize with people, especially to do something, like, where I'm, like, on point about something. I kept on fucking taking it off topic, it was just Ralph tried 3 motherfucking times. "What are you doing? What are you touching?"
Focus on your story.
"Oh, what is that?
A USB hub?
Why are you touching it?"
Because I play with things.
But it wasn't even connected to
No, I was just pressing buttons to press buttons.
What? Is that you need a fidget spinner.
I'm not 12.
But, like
Back to your story. Back to the SDR show. So for the audience, this is what it's like when we hang out in real life too.
It is.
This is, imagine this setting in a diner at like 2:00 in the morning.
Because that's the way we hang out.
Yeah, we don't hang out in people hours.
Inappropriate hours at the diner.
Yeah, we're both sober. It's never like post bar.
No.
Well, actually, last time you were a little drunk.
Well, what was the last time?
When we went up to NoHo.
Was I drunk? What was I doing?
You were hanging out in WeHo before that, and you told me you had a few drinks.
What was I doing in WeHo before we hung out?
Hanging out with other friends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she drunk dialed me for eggs.
For eggs?
For diner chow.
Oh, I've never heard this phrase.
Oh, I just came up with it. That was.
Oh, okay. I was just like, how am I supposed to know this thing?
No, I was just making a point that like it wasn't a drunk dial for like sexy time or dick or anything. It's like, no, I want food.
Yeah.
Matt, please take me to food.
I don't booty call people.
Why not? But
I plan sex.
I want to get back to the SDR thing though.
Oh yeah. So SDR, it was a very interesting experience because I was supposed to be on my flight flying out of LAX at 6 in the morning. I woke up at 6 in the morning.
No.
Like I had everything ready to go. I was even literally wearing the clothes that I was gonna go onto the plane with. This always happens to me when I like overly prepare that like I sleep in because then I stayed up late. I get the next flight that I can, like get down there and I think I think I had like a little bit like of like white racism because I had a fucking cowboy hat on because like for my feature I was doing a like a cowboy theme thing, right? So I had this rhinestone fucking hat on. And I just wanted to make sure that I had an aisle seat because I usually sleep on the plane. And I think for whatever reason, I think the hat rubbed this fucking woman wrong when I was asking her to like, like, can I get an like a window seat? I think I actually had a window seat originally, and she put me in the middle, and she put me in the back, and like, and it was granted like they had to like downgrade me because like there weren't a lot of slots available for this flight. So, but like I think that she gave away my window seat and because it was an A, but I was fucking tired as fuck, man. And I was like rushing there. And then she gave me in the middle. And I'm pretty sure because I looked at the ticket and it said a fucking A. But like then she was only like speaking Spanish, which motherfucker, yo habla español. I grew up in fucking like Arizona, and so I'm listening, and it's just like, and she just like accentuated the things, and I was like, this bitch is being a bitch, but I don't really fucking care. Like I am, because like my seatmates were super fucking chill, and I loved them, and like the one woman, she was like coughing and sick and shit, and I'm like, when I came back from Colorado, I had COVID, and I was doing that, and I'm like, I know what you're going through, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, and it's like. I have mints. I don't have cough drops. Gave them to her, and I just like slept happily. So I hope that makes her miserable that I was enjoying myself on the flight. But okay, I went on tangents.
Just a couple.
Yeah. Okay, so the tangent. What was there was
so we're talking
SDR.
About SDR. Ralph tried to bring up
the so that you're getting my whole life story for the whole 24 hours.
I'm here for it. We haven't hung out since you've been back, so I'm here for it.
This is kind of like when we hang out.
You don't say. You don't fucking say.
Oh yeah, this is totally like when we hang out.
Well, there's slight differences, but Not many.
How much do you want it?
See that
Deeper?
Yeah. See
You want it deeper?
that shit doesn't happen when we actually hang out.
You want it deeper?
Yeah. See.
Okay. So, I get to New York and, so I actually need to the next time I go out to New York, apparently there are, like, better airports to go to.
Which airport did you fly
I
into?
flew into JFK, and so
I mean, that's not as bad as going into Newark.
I was featuring in Times Square.
Right.
So, and then, where SDR is, I wanna say it was Lower East Side?
I do not know what the Gas Digital Studios are.
Yeah, so okay. I think it was like Lower East Side. So, and my hotel was like Mid East Side. And so I'm coming from fucking JFK and I took a fucking cab. Apparently I should have done an Uber, but they're more expensive. And I like the cabs in fucking New York City way better. Excuse me, tequila. Um, so I'm like riding in from fucking JFK. I need to be there. It was like what time?
Don't know.
It was like something 30. I think it was like
most hours have a 30 in them.
I know. It was something 30. I think it was like 8:30. And I didn't have any time. So I was doing my fucking makeup in the fucking taxi with the shitty ass little light. And I was just like, I didn't do any of my eyes because I'm like, I'm gonna fucking stab my eye out. Like the roads are not cool. So I just like did basic stuff. I went and checked in my hotel, went from the hotel, and I like Ubered over there and I was like shooting the shit with fucking Ralph. And he's just like handling my random shit. Like I think I'm saying weird shit. Like I do. Right? Like
Never.
I always say weird shit. I forget, like I could like look back at the text, but like I was entertaining the shit out of myself.
That's the important part.
And he like took it like a champ. Sometimes people are like, "Why are you saying this weird shit to me?" Like the DJ at Times Square. I think that my humor is off-putting. Like they're just like, "Why are you joking with me?" Anyways, but so I like sit there and stare at the wall for a second in my hotel room and I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I'm like, put my eyelashes on and then I go. And then they like I meet up with I think Jay was there and then they were like, oh, they're people. And Nikki Huntsman was there. So they were like, do you smoke weed? I'm like, I do, but like I was like, yeah, I'll smoke weed in this instance. I know I'm gonna just be an idiot. And so, like, only little babies because I like to keep myself, lightweight. I don't it's very expensive to be one of those people that can, like, smoke a lot or, like, just have a high tolerance. I would rather be cheap.
There's the quote.
That's the only capacity that I care to be cheap.
Oh, you're a cheap date with liquor too.
I know, I like to be cheap. Like, you were giving me grief about wanting to have just 2 drinks. Like
I would never give you grief.
you gave me grief.
When did I give you grief?
Just like a minute ago?
I'd like the court reporter to pull the record.
What do you have the matches on the table for?
Because I'm lazy and I just fucking leave
Do
shit
you
on
have
the
a
table.
candle?
No.
Why?
Because I don't need you setting fire. Please don't set fire to my apartment. Please don't. I need you to focus for a moment, though.
Okay, so
Ralph.
Ralph SDR. And it was a lot of fun. Ralph apparently has a vegan restaurant. I like, and I'm super bummed. He's like, "We want to go like to a restaurant on Sunday night," and I was leaving Sunday morning. That would have been fun. I'm not vegan. I love meat.
I know.
I love meat.
I know.
Love meat.
We go out for things that once had faces all the time.
I wasn't just talking about like.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about that.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sexualizing you in this moment, Jessica. I'm sorry.
I mean, it'd be weird if you did.
Would it?
Yeah, I feel like you're like a weird brother from another mother.
Coolsies.
we have too much fun banter.
Okay.
So I was like so basic, like I am right now. I actually packed my makeup into my storage because I am spring cleaning. And I had that moment of panic looking for my makeup. And it was like, oh, I put my shit in storage. So I had to message you. And
yeah, she texted me like all really like, I'm on my way. And then like 20 minutes before she was here, I am not on my way. I packed my makeup.
It was not 20 minutes. It was an hour. That was like 6 o'clock because I was like.
Okay, sorry. I exaggerated for comedic effect. effect, Jessica. I'm sorry.
Comedic effect. Oh, do I get to host it now? Okay. So.
Yeah, sight gags.
Huh?
Well, that gag only works for the video version. The audio version is like, what the fuck just
Right, the
happened?
audio is just like, what the fuck is happening?
They did not hear me like take my headphones off.
No, I heard it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I fucking heard it. Like I heard the put down, and then
You heard the put down, but did you hear me take my headphones off?
No, but like I think that it's significant enough that like there was the quiet. Like people can visualize this.
Can they?
They can visualize this. So anyway, I was very stoned. I'm not stoned today. I just
Thank God.
Yeah, no. Like they were saying things and there were moments of like slowness that I had in my brain that like fortunately it like translated good on camera, or it was their editor. Like thanks editor.
Little inside baseball, like I honestly do not want people to get stoned before they do the show.
No, because you just kind of turn into a dunce.
Yeah, people like there is not fast banter with weed generally. There's
cocaine.
Cocaine, alcohol. There's fast banter.
Cocaine. Oh.
Well, there is no cocaine here. There's Narcan, but no cocaine.
I'm shooting tomorrow.
Well, that's great. There's no cocaine even if you wanted it.
Good.
I don't fuck with powders, so.
Huh? You don't fuck with powder?
I do not.
You just do crack cocaine.
I boof it. I boof crack.
You boof it?
Oh, yeah. You just stuff the rock right up there.
The only time I tried boofing was when I forget which music festival it was.
What were you boofing?
Molly. And I had no business boof.
Why? Why are you boofing Molly?
Because I am an imp. And so this is one of the reasons my significant other and I were not together, because his imp was a lot like my imp, and there is like those moments of like, what about some more? And like it's a terrible voice to have in your head.
I mean, I'm often the voice of people being like, so more? I'm a horrible enabler. You know me.
Yeah. So, but like, after I think I had done like these crazy mushroom chocolates, and I was like going through, like it was like in a forested area. Oh, this was a lightning in the bottle, like forever ever ago. And I was going through and like these mushrooms hit hard. And I'm like walking through and there are these like the trees, and like there are like cool lightings and lasers and things. And I like look up and every tree looked like one of those singing Christmas trees. And I'm just like walking through things, and I'm just like, okay, I don't think that they put eyeballs on these trees, because like they do really cool art installations at these events and shit, and they could have done a ton of googly eyes on these fucking trees. And I had to sit there and I was just like, I had to like stop somebody. I was like, there aren't eyes on the trees, right? So that was the night that I decided that boofing Molly was a great idea. But
Wait, you just were handed Molly and you're like, this should go in my asshole.
It was just a thing that I was doing.
Well, no, but how did you come to that? Like, how?
Because it was like the end of the night and my nose was like done with snorting different various powders.
Like,
sorry, Mom. But
I'm not, Mom. I love your daughter.
So
platonically, I love your daughter platonically.
So then I was like, well, obviously my nose isn't working anymore, so I should put it in my ass.
As one does.
But I was so tired. I was so tired. I ended up like waking up and I had like a Molly capsule in my ass crack.
Oh, it didn't fully dissolve?
I did not boof properly because I had no business boofing. I don't think any time that you come to the point of boofing, do you ever have the business of boofing. The business of boofing should be das verboten. Have you ever heard of the vodka tampon?
Oh yeah, of course. Never. That sounds like that sounds like so much burning. So much fucking burning.
I feel like I would die.
Yeah, you might.
I have one drink and I feel it. So,
and your hungry asshole would get that alcohol to your brain so much faster.
My asshole was not hungry when I boofed it. It was like a bye.
Well, yeah, but the pill, but with the vodka tampon, it would be a hungry asshole.
Oh, that sounds terrible to stick
super
cotton into your butt.
Wet cotton.
Ugh.
Wet burning cotton.
Yeah, that sounds awful. Would it burn? Only if you're.
Oh, are you?
Would it burn?
It burns when it goes down your face hole. It's definitely warm.
No. Have you ever heard of booze yoga?
No.
There was this amazing distillery up in Napa. It was the Napa Distillery. Super, super difficult to remember. But everything.
What was it called?
The Napa Distillery.
What was it called?
Everything in Napa is fucking artisanal, right? So they have this great distillery and they do like alcohol activism and stuff, but they have a distiller, like they have a spirits tasting. And there is the art of tasting. So what, like when you get the burn, it's when like you know how people like swill their fucking shit and they'll like so wine you like
you open it up and
but like with liquor you don't want to do that because then it like stirs up the esters. So like
some whiskeys you actually do want to open up.
Some, but so there's a breathing technique of like where I'm gonna fuck it up because I just like I'm not a big drinker. But I've done it.
Get your hair.
I've done the couple tastings. But like you're supposed to like breathe out, like drink it, and then or breathe in and then breathe out, and then like but not like disturb the esters, and it doesn't burn as much. It doesn't burn at all, depending on the alcohol.
Yeah, I think at the moment it goes in your asshole, it's gonna burn.
I don't know. I feel like that's if you have like little butthole tears.
Well. Only one way to find out.
The most random fucking conversation. This is like the most, almost the furthest you could get from the topic of conversation that our mutual friend Ari was like, this is the night that you should talk about this. So we're going to go from the conversation about mushrooms making me see eyeballs on.
Well, and like me actively being like, can we put alcohol in your asshole to see if it burns?
Yeah, to the concept of MILF. The antiquated concept of MILF. So I don't know. Like, are you a millennial or are you a Gen X?
I am the eldest of eldest millennials.
So I'm an elder millennial.
Yeah.
Are you 81?
I am February of 81.
Damn.
Like you don't get much more elder millennial than me.
Yeah. No, 100%. But you're the more elder millennial.
I'm an old man with the cane millennial. I'm
like the way that they've always like kind of like talk shit about millennials, right? Like millennials will never grow up. Da da da. Like
damn right.
Like it's fucking true. It's fucking true. Oh, excuse me, chickpeas in the way. Like I just like what is I had numbers in my head, but I don't remember them anymore. But like most millennials, like a lot of millennials and Gen X, etc., are choosing not to have kids.
I know.
So, like the concept of mother, like it's like the fact that in the adult industry, there's female performer of the year, which is 18 to 25, which doesn't fucking make sense.
18 to 25, as long as they don't have extensive work done.
Yeah, which doesn't make any fucking sense. I should be in that category, but
wait a minute, just dial it back a little bit. Angela White's definitely over 25. She's definitely won performer of the year.
But she has insisted and she's had to do her own thing to make sure that she didn't have to be categorized as MILF, because the moment that you hit a particular age, even though in fucking Hollywood, you like all of these like teen like roles are played by people in their 20s and sometimes their fucking 30s.
Oh yeah.
So like why in porn do we have to be fucking realistic when we're fucking our step family? But you have to be realistic with your fucking age.
Well, because like it's either traditionally the industry's either been like you're a MILF or you're barely legal, and it's like what you
right. Well, so then there's like the not so used hot wife, but like okay, like what if woman? So I can understand if you go like with the MILF aesthetic, you want like the mommy milkers. Oh, I kind of like that term, like mommy milkers. I actually really I was supposed to get my boobs done in December.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to be doing that. I need to hustle. Because I had a beneficiary that was going to help me with these things, and the beneficiary was not able to because they had their own health complications. So, I'm aiming for November. I have a lot of things that I want to shoot and a lot of things I want to do before I have to go through recovery. I just have to put that money. It's 3 months. I'm giving myself 3 months of time off for it so that I feel human before I start fucking again professionally.
Well, I'm curious. Why do you feel that you need to have your tits done?
I don't feel like I need to. I want
Okay, why do you want to?
Why do I want to? I grew up on comic books, man. And honestly, like, make me some fucking money. If I had to be this fucking MILF, they're like, oh, you're fucking natural. Like, it's like, we need big tits. I have fucking 36 fucking Ds. They've actually fucking grown. But these are not fucking big enough to be called big tits within porn. So fuck you, I want money. And also, I grew up in comic books, and I will rock the shit out of that fucking.
Oh, no, I'm not mad at it. I was just curious.
No, I love fake titties.
Same. Like, they're the best science can provide.
Well, like the human brain, the human fucking brain. Like, we want to seem like we're not animals. We want to seem like we're like above it all. We're
Speak for
not.
yourself. Speak for your fucking self.
I don't speak for myself, actually, but
You should.
I embrace my animal.
I'm aware.
Like, the human brain is so silly. So I have gone through many various lengths of hair, right? Like, I have shaved my head, I've had like a bob, I've had like all sorts of fucking length. If I have long hair, the way that like it changes how people like respond to me, it's dramatic but subtle.
In what
So
way?
it's just different. Like, imagine having like a butch woman versus like a very feminine woman, and how like those different preconceived notions like it change how you behave towards that person. That's how they do hair length, how you do makeup. Like, if you have like basic fucking makeup and you go out in person, people treat you a little bit differently. If you're too pretty, they treat you a little bit differently. Like, bitches get fucking aggro.
Yeah, bitches get aggro, but dudes just like irritate things.
I love.
You're like, I love men, but I wish they were all gay.
I am so excited to get fucked tomorrow.
Well, bully for you.
Mm.
No one's fucking me tomorrow, so.
You could fuck yourself.
I mean, that's gonna
Oh
happen.
my god, did you?
Well, I'm not gonna fuck myself. I'm gonna rub one out.
I fuck myself all the time.
Yeah, I'm not even being penetrated.
Why?
Because
You have a prostate.
I have digestive problems.
Well, but you need to eat better.
No, that won't deal with those.
Uh,
Oh, I was diagnosed with.
are we gonna get like?
I mean, I've definitely said this before, but I was diagnosed with Crohn's in 2004, so.
Oh no shit. Okay, so Crohn's is like diet specific, no?
It's an autoimmune disease, so.
Yeah.
My current diet, I rarely have flare-ups, but there are definitely points where my body's just like, you need to.
What does Crohn's do with like fucking alcohol, man?
I mean, my doctor told me I'm not supposed to drink, but obviously.
You have a whole fucking show that's based on fucking alcohol.
Well, and like when I was still living in Chicago, I was fucking drinking 5 or 6 nights a week.
Where did you live in Chicago?
I was born there.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
How do you not know that?
I don't fucking know that.
Wow.
I didn't IMDb you.
No, we're just real life friends. I know where you grew up.
Where did I grow up?
Fucking Arizona.
But I wasn't born there.
You still grew up there.
Okay, so I am a terrible friend.
I know. I'm aware. I'm here. I'm painfully aware of it.
Am I really that bad of a friend?
No, if you were, I wouldn't hang out with you.
Okay, I'm like, I
didn't mean to make you feel self-conscious. If you were a bad friend, I'd stop being your friend.
That's not true.
How's that not true?
That's not true. People stay friends with shitty people.
Okay, name shitty people I'm still friends with.
I don't know who you're friends with.
Proving you're not a good friend.
I only hang out with you when we go to the diner, sir, or when I've been here.
Oh, wow. She's embarrassed to be seen with me in public. I see how it is. Maybe she's protective of me.
You met my Chad friend. Oh, you met the dick date.
Did I?
Did you meet the dick date? No, my Chad friend met my dick date.
Wow. Just doesn't even remember where I'm at. Man, this friendship's feeling more and more one-sided. Jeez.
Thank you for the limes.
She's just like, yep, thank you for the alcohol. I'm completely using you. It's cool.
I'm not, though.
I know,
Do I not bring quality entertainment to your show?
Oh, yes, because that's how I judge a friendship.
Well, valid. All right, what should we talk about? Oh,
you're like, we need to change the subject now.
Yeah. Well,
Before I get called out a little more,
we
need to change the subject, please, Matt? Please, can we change the subject? Holy fuck. I'm feeling a little...
interrupting me now.
I am. I'm doing a bit.
So we were talking about the antiquated concept of a MILF. So, like, I don't know. I just feel like more women and perhaps it's like a sensitive spot for a lot of guys because there are more and more women that are choosing not to get married and not to have children because like now like we have more like a- autonomy, right? Like
Right.
now we can like actually like have our own lives and we're not having to deal with man babies. That like we would much rather. I'm not referring to you.
I didn't say anything.
No, you were just throwing your arms up like a like what? What like what this is like a sport thing. Like what's the sound that you would do when you like throwing your arms up? Oh, it's like my armpit fans are gonna be like, oh, there's armpits. My hair is blocking it. I have weird ass guys that are like, oh my god, I want to look at your armpits. I'm like, "Yeah, you can't show your toes, you can't show your fucking armpits. Like,
You can definitely show your armpits.
no, these fucking guys.
Oh, for the weirdos.
These fucking guys are like, "Oh my god, I love your armpits." And I'm like, "You should pay me to see my armpit." I had a photographer friend of not friend, actually, no, not friend, far from friend. Like
Dude with the camera who wanted to fuck you? Okay.
no, far from friend. And I think he probably has a little dick because he's never tried. And not like that, like the things that he has commented. The context is that the things that he has commented about his like sex life.
Jess, I've never tried to fuck you. What the fuck?
You have a little dick?
No.
Okay.
It's average.
In my world. Little.
It's not.
In my world.
Okay, that's fine. In your world, I've still never tried to fuck you. So,
No, but also, like, that'd be weird because you're like a brother.
well,
But not in porn. It's not weird.
either way.
Hey, step bro.
Anywho,
We're talking about things. What were we talking about?
yeah, not my penis, please.
I have a huge dick. I actually have multiple dicks that can that I can attach.
We were talking about MILF, like MILF being antiquated.
MILF. Okay, so MILF, antiquated thoughts. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, why can't women just be fucking women? And like, I think that MILF is actually replacing the term porn star because the term porn star has been so overused. And if you look at where they're going with the MILF aesthetic, it's like they have work done, right?
Well, I'm curious. Are you one of the people that feels porn star means you are a fucking star in pornography, or you've starred in some porns?
So I'm the type of person that thinks of it as like what was the first classification?
Like, you're a fucking star.
A star. You're a star in porn. But like I think that because people like and like outside people and like people in general that like they just say like porn star. They don't think of porn performer. They think porn star because like their brains are fucking shrunken when it comes to sex. We talk about emotional intelligence. Let's talk about sexual intelligence, right? Like okay,
That exists.
like right, like let's just fucking face it, like the majority of people, their sexual intelligence is that of a fucking child because they're afraid to fucking explore it. That is like welcome to puritanical bullshit that like has like been the foundation of our world.
Well, yeah, it's the foundation of our country.
Well, and now we're trying to make everything so dumbed down. So like on Instagram, because I'm female, like and like granted also that I do porn, especially that I do porn to be specific. Because I do porn, I show enough skin or something that might be slightly suggestive. It is solicitation. Like suck my motherfucking dick. Like that's fucking solicitation. Like but also at the same time I'm really not getting pleasure when you're sucking my dildo that I have
Well, also,
onto me.
I mean, suck my dick is not really solicitation.
No, but like they like and it's kind of offensive. Like the different like, oh, this is solicitation. Like I'll get a warning or something.
Well,
and
I
I'm
mean-
like, you're calling me a fucking whore? I'm like, at least fucking pay me some fucking money if you're gonna call me a fucking whore and don't fucking take my fucking money. Fuck you, Meta.
Meta's on a whole nother level.
Fuck Meta.
I had a fucking clip called a hate crime, like, called hate speech, because my guest referred to other comedians. He is a professional comedian. Referred to other comedians as cunts. He's like,
I've got such a magical cunt.
but he's like, comedians are cunts, and it was flagged for hate speech. Like, last I checked, your job's not a protected class.
No.
So how the fuck is that hate
Although,
speech?
did you know? So there's apparently a law in Victoria. It's like, is that British Columbia or that's Canada part? Like, it's like where my brain like loses like ideas of what their government structure is. So like
The province.
The provinces? No, so apparently they have, like, an actual law about, like, no discrimination against sex workers. And I've only been talking about this forever because it's like, oftentimes the kind of, like, discrimination and prejudice that I feel towards myself when, like, I'm a pretty fucking bomb-ass person. Yeah. And,
Doesn't know I was from Chicago.
I am not a bad person, and the discrimination that I run into is really fucking terrible. And it feels like and I can't ever like properly equate it. I am a bisexual woman, but it feels like what a lot of gay people have gone through in the past before like it was turned into something that was considered hate speech. All of the things that are like against it. It's like the, like, last why are you looking at me like that?
No, I was looking.
Figuring out how much alcohol I've had?
No, I was looking at the equipment. I didn't mean to
Are
interrupt
you
you.
looking at my equipment?
But no, I was looking at my equipment.
So, but, like, anyways, I don't know where I was going with that.
I mean, I don't either. We're talking about Canada.
Yeah, Canada, so they actually have a law against, no discrimination against people that are in or have been in sex work. Because, like, what kind of fucking hypocrisy is it where people are like, "Hey, we really want, like, you not to demean yourself or diminish your worth." Suck my dick, George. Um, that, like, we want you to go and have another job, but then when you go and try to have another job, they find out that you've done porn and you can't get that job, or you get fired from that job, or you
Right,
get
like, once you're already secured in paying your bills based on.
yeah, like, I don't understand this, like, bullshit. So,
Well, and that legitimately is one of the things, like, when I have civilian friends who wanna, like, get into the industry, it's one of the things I warn them about. It's like,
yeah.
"Hey, if you're not in this for the long haul, if you're not really looking to make this a career, don't do it, because when you
Mhm.
try to go back into normie world, this is not a protected class."
No, it's not a protected class, and it fucking should be because, like, the amount of prejudice, it's like the last stand of, like, it's okay for everybody to hate on porn. It is the boogeyman circling back. Oh god, what is that comedian that he, like, circles back, like, after a long fucking time?
I mean, it's called the callback. It's a very much
It's
part of comedy.
it's a callback. So here's my callback. It's not so much of a maybe it's a comedy in, like, my dark ass way,
I
but
mean, this could be a tragedy. Who knows?
it's a comedy is tragedy, and tragedy is comedy.
Well, what was the famous quote? It's like, comedy is tragedy plus time.
Ah, touche. So, mm. Anyways, we're talking about MILFs.
We were, but we
Oh,
probably
so
should
it was a porn
finish our
story.
thought. We probably should finish our thought on like sex work in a protected class.
Yeah, so sex work is a protected class. So, Victoria, I don't know how Canada does their
The
law.
provinces.
So is Victoria, is that a province?
I think it's in British Columbia.
So there's an article that I posted. I'm on airplane mode. It was a thing by Federici had tweeted it originally, and like they had this one particular thing. So this woman was fired because coworkers had found out that she had been in porn, and they were like offended, and they like their reasoning was something along the lines of, well, we want to protect you because this is a more conservative like culture. And it's like, no, that's not, like, you can't say that it's protecting somebody like that's it's suck my dick, George. It's gonna turn into my Tourette's if I ever develop it. Can you develop Tourette's with brain damage?
I'm sure.
Oh, fuck me. What are you looking up? Are you
Exactly
looking
what we're talking about.
are you
Yes.
looking it up? Did you
Yeah.
see it?
I have the article on
I
screen.
yeah. Tell me, read it. You don't have to read it, but like
I'm
there's
illiterate. I can't read it.
but there's one bullet point. It says something about the law was passed in 2022. And then she goes more into it. This
Okay.
is
Since the reforms took effect in May 22, the Victorian Equal Opportunity and Human Rights Commission has received 13 complaints about the protected attributes of professional trade and occupation connected to sex work.
I think you need to say that way more clearly.
Well, yeah, I told you I can't read.
No. Do it again. I can't, it's not in front of me or I would do it.
It's not in front of me, or I would do it. She's gonna cut shit. Please don't hurt me. Please.
Just read it.
Since the reforms took effect in May 2022, The Victorian equal
I
opportunity.
need more bravado. Like, I need more depth. Give me. Ugh. Drop your balls.
I love that I'm getting notes on my read.
Yeah, do it.
Since the reforms took effect in the May of
I
2022,
need you to say.
the Victorian Equal Opportunity and Human Rights Commission has received 13 complaints.
Oh no, that's not the one. It talks about just the law.
God damn it.
I have made you read it repeatedly. No. It literally just says something about 2022, the law itself.
I saw 22. I'm fucking
fuck. It's a bullet point. It's a bullet point.
I have the article up. There are no bullet points.
No, there is. Give me
what?
Hang on.
Okay, hold on. I got it. I have it. Don't get off camera or off mic. Stop. Jessica, stop. Please don't cut me. Stop, but please don't cut me. There was no nose there. There was no like, I won't cut you, Matt. Not a one. Not a one. Like, if this is my last show, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope Jessica hires someone to edit it, because if I die now, I'm the editor.
I can edit.
Cool. I'm going to send you the episode.
Not very well. It takes so much time.
I'm aware.
Read. I'll come over there. Find the bullet point.
I'm not actually afraid of you. You know that.
I'm gonna log out.
No,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
In 2022, reforms to the Victorian legislation made it illegal to discriminate against individuals based on their involvement in the sex industry. Who's that?
Current or past involvement. Oh, my flashlight's on.
The show has gone off the rails.
Off the rails. Oh, my friend texted me.
Cool.
Okay.
Very relevant to the podcast.
Focus.
I'm focused.
All right.
Like a laser.
So, no, and who knows when that will ever be passed within the United States?
Never.
I mean, like,
never.
I don't know. We almost had a sex worker that was like, she did chatterbait with her husband in Virginia. And she actually, like, her votes were pretty fucking close.
Not close enough.
No, suck my dick.
No.
It's very pretty. It depends on the color you want.
Cool. That's great.
All right, moving on.
Like, I'm not used to being rejected. This is weird.
No, a lot of guys don't like it. They get very offended.
Do a lot of guys reject you?
If I offer them to suck my dick, yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Is that your usual opener? Like, hi, I'm Jessica, suck my dick.
That'd be entertaining. But no, that's
mostly for me.
It's not the usual. It's not the usual. But
what is your usual opener? What is your usual opener?
Hi, my name's Jessica Ryan, and I like gangbangs.
I'm sure you get mixed results on that one.
I get the appropriate results.
The ratio works in. All right, cool.
The ratio is in my favor.
Right.
Okay, so where were we going with that?
To hell? I don't know.
No, I feel like
that it should be a protected class.
So
yes.
The concept of hell, I feel like hell is something that which we make up for ourselves, right? Because, like, let's face it, like, what is the afterlife going to be?
Nothing.
It's nothing. We're going to just, like, absorb back into the fucking planet that we came from and become a part of, like, whatever the fuck we die in. So
I realized, like, we were talked about this before we got here. We were having a very existential conversation before the camera started rolling. I'm an
existential kind of person. I go through existential contemplation all the motherfucking time.
I know. This is why we're actually friends.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, I feel like it's still wildly imbalanced, but...
Okay, continue.
We were having a very existential conversation off camera, and we're like, oh, we should have this on camera, and then we just didn't.
What was the existential?
I don't remember at this point. It's the problem. I was hoping you were going to bring it back.
We're not allowed to talk until we're on camera. Like, you're not allowed to go out there and smoke a fucking cigar. We need to just, like, log on and, like, record.
I mean, I think we'll just start, like, breaking out phones and recording when we go to diners and shit. Because the part of the problem was with this episode is half of the shit we've talked about, like, I'm like, do we talk about that on air or do we talk about it in real life? We hang out.
What is in your hand?
Things.
What is that?
It's rigging gear for my camera cage. Stop paying attention to my hands.
I feel like you need, like, I have stressed bananas, but I didn't bring them with me.
Well, that helps me not.
You need things.
I do. Lots of things.
I want street meat.
And that is one thing we have never accomplished.
I know.
There have been years of us talking about street meats.
No. Street meat happens, like, in the tourist spot at Highland. And,
right.
Like, but they're like $10 hot dogs.
You and I, on multiple occasions, have talked about going to get street meat.
We can.
And never do. We get plenty of other meats.
I'm here.
I'm just saying, we have gotten plenty of other meats. We have gone to plenty of other places and gotten meals
I
together.
feel like it sounds like you went to a Roman bathhouse with me. We have had plenty of meat, but we've not had street meat.
I'm just stating fact.
Mm.
And I'm hiding my hands behind. I'm hiding my hands behind because you are apparently distracted by whatever I'm playing with. Things.
Rewind it.
What are we rewinding?
I don't know. We're talking about things.
We were talking about existential conversation.
Clips are going to be very strange, but I feel like we should say something very inflammatory for all the incels that like talking on your shit.
Oh yeah, because I feel like you're amused by fucking trolling them.
I love when people got offended that I said that I wish that I was a gay man because I love gay men. Like that was fucking hilarious. Like, don't objectify gay men. I'm like, you're fucking retarded, right? Yeah, I said the R word because that means slow. And like, let's face it, if you're an average IQ, you're fucking slow. And I only consider myself mediocre.
That's a lie. And
No.
But also that's a sign of intelligence, unfortunately. Like, because people that
Is that why like depression?
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Because like all of us have reasonable intelligence, like question shit and like, oh, am I not right
I feel
about?
like I'm not intelligent. I feel
Well,
like
that's part of the problem.
there's just a lot of dumb fucks in this fucking world.
Oh, there definitely are. But if like you're of average intelligence, 50% of the population is less smart than you.
Only 50%? Are you calling me an idiot?
If you're average.
Are you calling me? Okay.
If you're average.
If you're putting me at the 50th percentile, like, huh?
I'm not for reals. I know you.
Like the average intelligence has actually like dropped, which is like really fucking abysmal. I think it's only like 100. Like, oh, I'm offended. Hang on, I need to look this up.
Jess, I'm not really calling you on the 50th percentile. I'm saying if you were in the 50th.
Look it up. Hang on. Average IQ. It's dropped. Oh my God, I don't have glasses. Okay, this is for the USA. This is by state 2020. Oh, it's by state?
Yeah.
Oh, this is fucked up. Oh, New Hampshire. That makes sense.
And New Hampshire, the top or the bottom?
New Hampshire is actually like the furthest up. So they're saying average IQ score 104 is like black. And then like 94, like that's pretty fucking stupid.
California is actually one of the stupidest states in the
country.
country.
It actually is. So it's like here, like it's like not even at the midpoint.
Well, yeah, but
like New Hampshire is like dark blue. Well, so is Massachusetts.
Just. Part of the reason California is so fucking stupid is there's just so many fucking people here.
There's so many people. But like, look at, where's New York?
A lot of fucking people in New York.
New York is actually like, it's a little bit smarter. Anyway,
New York City may have more fucking people.
New Hampshire's more intelligent. I want to find myself a like burly kind of brownie man, like in fucking, I don't know, Vermont, like fucking.
Get you that syrup.
Oh my God, yes, I want that syrup. I just want like hairy man syrup. Oh fuck, I love men.
Feeling like a piece of meat over here.
I might be nearly ovulating because I feel like the hairier and like the more ridiculously masculine. I just like, I want to eat it.
I'm gonna stay over here now.
Mm-hmm.
Stay over here where it's safe.
You're safe, step bro.
Awesome. Wait a minute. Confusing.
MILF.
Yes.
Fuck, man. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, fuck. I always love hanging with you.
Yeah, I love hanging out with you too.
When our mutual publicist was like, you have to have Jessica on me. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Yeah. Oh no, don't make me talk to them.
Like, are you identifying as them these days?
No, I'm a she.
Okay.
She, her.
Okay, I was confused. I'm like, don't talk to them.
I wanted to do the, like, what's the they and what's the other one?
I don't fucking know.
Because, like, I was a tomboy, right? So, like, and I'm kind of curious, and, like, I kind of stay out of the things. Like, I hate popular ideas. It took me a couple of years to get into Harry Potter, and then I really loved it. And
sometimes shit's popular for a reason.
Yeah. Sometimes things are popular for a good reason. But, like, I don't know. Like, I understand like the gender like limitations that we all have. It's all bullshit. I was a tomboy, right? Like was tomboy like almost like that like like binary kind of like thing for our generation.
At the end of the day, I feel like it's how you feel on the inside.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Like, would
honestly,
you identify yourself when you were a tomboy as like a dude?
mm, like I mean, it's difficult because if you went with the quintessential ideas of feminine versus masculine, right? Like I like working with my hands. I like fucking shooting guns. I like fucking rock climbing. I like
Why
doing
have we
all
never gone to the range?
I don't know, we should. I would love to.
Oh, yeah.
But like I love a lot of things that guys love. Like fucking soccer, fuck yes. I want to kick some balls. Also, CBT is fun. Um but that's so yeah. Okay. And then
I was just not hitting it on the CBT.
and then I love like I love cars, like muscle cars. I grew up with them. So like I don't know, like the idea of being feminine and having to be quiet and demure cuz like let's think of like the quintessential things, right? Like in the stereotypes that tend to follow that.
Yeah,
And
but
like I was saying to you, like if you perceive a butch woman versus a feminine woman and how people inherently change how they are with that person because of their perception of their gender, it's that conformity that's fucking stifling, and I can understand not wanting to be in that.
well, because unfortunately, we as a species are very fucking stagnant in our fucking ways.
Well, and also like our society,
Well,
but also,
that society is part of our
yeah,
species.
but like people are dumb as shit. Like
Well, no argument.
yeah, and it's just like okay, like I'm super happy that like I can like read things and I know words. And like, and it's unfortunate that when I try to have conversations with people and they don't know what they're saying. I had a person the other
I'm right here. I'm once again right here.
I had a person the other day. I was talking about like bodily autonomy, and they came back responding to me bodily anatomy and just like they were just like so infuriated about these things. Anatomy is always going to be the same. And I'm like, of you can't surgically change it, but I was actually talking about bodily autonomy, sir. So I'm like, I didn't know that I had to sit here and fucking give you definitions when you
Well,
can Google shit.
it's in those situations like, please don't tell me you've bred. Please.
You know, these are the people that are breeding.
Well, and that's what's fucked. That's what's fucked, Jeff. You and I, we're not breeding.
So, like,
We're reasonably intelligent mammals. You and I, not breeding.
I have a couple of fascist beliefs.
Oh,
I have a couple.
I'm not going in an oven.
Yeah.
Not going in an
So
oven.
fucked up.
I know you're German. I'm not going in an oven.
I feel like
Not doing it.
people should. They won't, and this is like on paper. On paper, it'd be really nice if people were qualified to be parents, and I know that's very difficult because, like, I mean, just it's how do you determine that?
Well,
right?
but it's also one of those things that like on paper that might work.
On paper, it works. This is what I mean. Like, okay, let me reiterate. On paper, there are some fascist beliefs that I could humor. So, like, and that would be qualifying to have children, to take care of children. Like some people should not be allowed to teach children. They should not be yeah, like I don't want children. I love sleep. I I
Samesies.
I kill plants. I don't need a child.
You could pump out an amazing artist.
Yeah, probably. But I don't want to. I don't my body. I want it for a playground. I don't want to be
I mean,
around.
could we harvest one of your eggs and make an amazing artist out of that?
I don't know, maybe. I have my siblings have a lot of children.
Yeah, but they're not you.
They're not me. They're not me. I've actually disowned all of my siblings at this point.
Let's get you a couple more tequilas and we'll harvest an egg tonight.
That sounds terrible. Do you know like the process for IVF sounds awful. All right. So the second fascist belief is driving is a fucking privilege. Driving is a fucking privilege and our driving test should be more difficult and there should be more public transit because people are too fucking stupid to be able to handle basic fucking motor skills in driving. Like it just like I hate people and how they drive.
Wholeheartedly agree with you on that
Yeah.
one.
So, like, in the perfect world, people that were like well adjusted would have children. How do you determine whether or not somebody's well-adjusted? That's the real world problem.
Well, I mean, the real world problem is also like once people have money and influence, if they wanted children.
But when you have money, you become so separate from like reality, right? Like, I mean, look at like our politicians are like, oh, we're a part of the people. I'm like, bitch, you make a lot of money. You aren't attached to reality that the rest of your constituents are.
No.
Like, look, fucking Newsom, like when he, like, fucking French Laundry, like, what the fuck is like? Do you remember? Do you know how much the fucking French Laundry is? I'm gonna fucking Google this because
Well, just hell, when California was being very crazy about masks, Newsom was caught on camera just being like, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna go out to dinner."
Well, yeah, the French Laundry and like the French Laundry cost. Let's look at the average cost at the French Laundry. So, and I lived in wine country. I love my friends up in wine country. Everything's fucking artisanal. And there are some people that are there that are not fucking attached to reality because they can afford $850 per person. So, this is 2020. I don't know what it is now.
Probably more with inflation.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who the fuck knows? But like, granted, I've got to say those like the restaurants up there are really cool. Like, I was it the French Laundry. They have their own fucking like garden to grow things, and like so like you're like they have like this cute little bike path. You go past like part of their garden. It's really fucking pretty.
I've had some expensive meals in my life. I've never had a $850 per head meal.
I don't think I've done 850. But there are many bills that I haven't paid that like I'm sure that
That's a pretty privilege right there.
I know that's pretty privilege. I know. Thank you, mother and father.
Yeah.
I have not had any work done, and that like I know it's like tripping people out that I want to get my boobs done. Like I am not above body modification. I just wanted to appreciate my body.
Well, no, you're into industrial. Like, I'm amazed you don't have more body modifications.
Oh, right. But I
Like,
also,
industrial's all about that life.
No, but I love my I love tits, but like I got great tits. I've got great tits. And like finally I'm at the point like I've done them justice because they're like I've had this constant struggle of like I love fake titties. Like Nina L, the poor thing, there was a point where she was just like, this is like coming into the industry doesn't teach you, at least back then, it doesn't teach you the idea of consent quite as much. So there, and I got away with murder as a woman where like I just wanted to motorboat her all the time. And finally there was a point where she's like, no, 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 don't motorboat me. And I'm like, oh.
See, if you were healthy enough to come into my birthday, Nina was there.
Oh,
Nina's a homie.
I haven't seen her in so long.
Yeah, no.
I love her titties.
I love her?
I know. Yes, I love her as a person. God.
Just objectifying my friends. Weird. Fucking perv. Just objectifying my friends.
So it's really funny. I was watching this. It was a TikTok, and they were like, "Do you consider yourself?" Was it a questionnaire or like I'm fucking it up already? It's like, "Do you consider yourself an extrovert?" And
You know.
and she's like, "No." "Do you consider yourself an introvert?" And she's like, "No." "What do you consider yourself?" "A pervert." And I'm like, maybe that's what I should explain to people because I am more extroverted if I'm perverted.
Yeah, I'd still, like, in real life, consider you an introvert.
100% introvert. I am INFJ. And I'm judgmental. That's the J.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
Yeah. What's your Myers-Briggs test?
Fuck, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, you should just have it remember.
I drink a lot.
No, but like, it's like, what's your sign? It's like, what's your Myers-Briggs? That's another one. What's your sign, Matt?
I'm an Aquarius.
What? You're February?
Uh-huh.
What day?
You were invited to my birthday party.
I know, but what day?
You were invited to my fucking
What
birthday.
day?
The 9th. You were invited to my birthday.
I had COVID.
You didn't know you had COVID at the time. And I'm happy you didn't show because of that. Because, like, you're like, I'm feeling a little under the weather. And then,
I was not feeling good. When I say I feel something, it means I'm not.
Oh, no. In reality, at the time, did I give you any shit about not coming?
Not at all. But now you're giving me shit.
Well, yeah, because it's funny now.
No.
Oh, I think it's funny.
No. Is that outlet for a TV?
Yes. That is not on camera, so that matters.
Why would anybody put a TV up there?
I don't know. Why are we talking about it?
It's shiny. I just don't know why anybody would put a TV, because this is like the dining room, right?
Technically.
Why would somebody put a TV right there?
Why wouldn't they?
On the wall. I mean, like, unless you're trying to be like super like Y2K sophisticated where you could put like your digital camera photos onto the wall.
That's weird. But anywho. No, I'm definitely shit. I remember fuck. Hold on.
Can you Google it or like search your photos?
I definitely texted it to a girl I was trying to bang at one point. So hopefully it's in my camera roll from a couple of years ago.
Oh my god, how long are you gonna have to search for this?
Oh, this is definitely during the pandemic.
Have we been like concise enough about this whole antiquated MILF thing that
No, we've been concise about absolutely nothing. There's nothing you and I have been concise about during this episode.
Yeah. That's good.
That's how the show goes sometimes.
I'm happy to contribute. Yeah, so don't you feel like MILF is like the new porn star? Because like it's the aesthetic, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like it's like the tits and everything else. So like there's the age of MILF, which like when I came back into things, they were pushing at the age, and they always kind of push the age.
100%.
Once you go above the age of 25,
And you have work done.
But I've never had work done.
Okay, fair, but like I know some people that were at 28, 29 still getting teen roles.
At 28, oh, well, yeah, they did that to me as well. But they also tried to put me in MILF because I was 28 years old. So you have the aesthetic MILF, which is like the tits, da-da-da-da. And then you have the age MILF, and that's like above the age of 30, I want to say. Like sometimes porn pushes it. For me, it was at 28. I've heard of people as young as 25.
Oh, I mean, if you had a lot of work done, definitely 25.
What? It's 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
I got a bedtime reminder. And
good night, Jess.
God, we've been talking that long?
Not really, actually.
How long have we been talking?
90 minutes-ish.
That's a long time.
Not for us.
I know. But so, okay. So you have the aesthetic MILF, you have the age MILF, and then you have the technical MILF. So then the technical MILF throws a fucking wrench into things because, like, I don't know. Unfortunately, in parts of the country, you're able to be a mother way earlier than you should. But
I mean, everywhere that has poor pull-out game.
Why'd it make a sound?
Don't worry about it.
Why'd it beep?
Because letting me know that it's going on to track the second track on the SD card.
Oh, is that how much we've talked?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, fine. So yeah, so then you have the technical MILF of somebody actually having a child. So I feel like sometimes there's the technical MILF that falls into the same category as the like aesthetic MILF because like having a child is very difficult on your body. So like and that was like the presumptive thing that you do as a woman. Your purpose is to have children, right? And so this is why it's like an antiquated idea that like okay, so like yes, once upon a time the like average woman like would have children. So like you have children and then therefore you get like boobs to make up for the fact that like it's hard on your tits, man. And then work because like pregnancy is very difficult on the human body. But now there are a lot of millennials and Gen X that are choosing not like is Gen X at that MILF age yet? Are they hitting 28?
I mean, Gen X definitely was hitting it before us.
No, not Gen X, fucking Gen Z.
Yep.
That's the wrong alphabet letter.
It is a little bit, just a little.
Yeah, so it's like almost there. So they like okay, so they're not wanting to have as many children. There's so many reasons not to want to have children in this world. Like it's fucking expensive. It's I don't know. Like is the world on fire right now? No, it's flooding right now more so than on fire, but
it's a good mix.
It's a good mix. Like the world is a little bit disrupted. Yeah, so there are less women wanting to have children. So the concept of MILF, I think it's like more, I mean, it's again, porn is fantasy, right? But you have to be a real age. I could still say I'm like fucking 28 years old and people would fucking believe me, but not for porn.
I'd believe you. I mean, I know better, but I believe you.
Yeah, but like fucking porn, they're like, no, we must use your literal birth year. I'm like, they don't fucking do it in Hollywood, bitch.
Fuck no. You're playing a role.
You're playing a fucking role, but not within porn. So then they get really upset about these technicalities when we're fucking our step whatever. You know, like
Right.
it's just like I don't understand. Like at what point like do you determine like for porn like well that's not realistic. Like how many times have I been on set where it's like everybody is a step in the family. You
Right.
can't have everybody in the same family as a step. Like let's think about that. Like okay, if you have like a stepmom, you have a biological dad. Because
I mean, everyone has a biological dad.
yeah, but like I mean, okay, like maybe if there was like some fucked up scenario, so you have your stepmom and your dad dies, and then when your dad dies, your stepmom marries another guy or like dates another guy. Okay, like but I guess that would be a step. Is that like a second step?
A third, maybe? I don't know.
A third step? Like, well, how does it work with cousins? Like second cousin, third cousin? So that'd be like a second step dad?
Possibly.
Yeah. So like, but like you can't like that's not how it fucking works. So like, okay, porn, you want to be realistic, but you want everybody to fuck your family.
I don't get it. I don't get the trend.
You know, there are a lot of people that are really into it, and I don't like yucking anybody's yum. But there are so many other taboos in this world, and I don't know, like within porn, what are you looking up?
I'm trying to find my fucking.
Oh yeah, you're on a hunt. All right, I'll keep on talking.
No,
I'll keep on talking.
I'm participating in the conversation.
You are. So where was I going with that though?
I don't know.
Mm.
I never know where you're going with things. I'm just reacting to them.
I know. Because it's 9 p.m.
And you're like, I should be asleep now.
Mm-hmm. It's like midnight in New York.
You don't live in New York. You live down the street.
I was just out there though.
Coolsies. I've been in Japan before. I shouldn't be on their time
I
zone.
want to go to Japan.
Not with me, don't.
No.
Wow, that was fast. That was fucking fast. You're like, nah.
I don't think that's true. I would like going to Japan with you. I think you would entertain the shit out of me. What is Malort?
Oh, you'll find out.
Okay. So I was going somewhere with that.
Apparently, the girl I was weirdly, it was a thing during the pandemic where I know we exchanged fucking Myers-Briggs tests as a flirtation.
I'm going to have to send it to you and you need to tell me what your Myers-Briggs is.
I mean, I definitely am like I and not J. Like, then I don't remember.
You're not judgmental?
No.
I'm judgmental as fuck.
No, I super don't care about most people. So,
I wish I could do that. Like, my life would be so much easier.
Yeah, I might have been judgmental in like my youth. These days, I give so little shits about what other people do. It's really like, are you actively harming other people? No, then I don't care what you do.
Oh, you libertarian?
No, I'm not a libertarian.
No?
No.
Why?
Because we need laws, otherwise people get poisoned.
I mean, are libertarians really like lawless? I wouldn't think that's a thing. I think it's minimal laws.
Well, okay. Libertarians are about the free market will regulate.
Yes, and like I think that there's shades of.
Well, so like it's crazy. Like, every libertarian I know are some of the nicest people I know.
Yeah.
Like who live in this ideal world where like this will be fine if we live this way. We don't need this oversight and all that shit. But then when you come to the real world where there's actual government oversight and people are still poisoning us.
I mean, I feel like our government, our government is run by corporations.
Right, but imagine how wild it would get if there was no oversight on that shit.
I want bacon.
Okay. Are we going out for food after this?
Yeah, we need to.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
I'm going to have some of these things for now.
Oh, please don't eat those into the mic. They're mad crunchy. Like, that is just horrible. That is horrible podcasting to eat a crunchy thing into the mic.
I dropped one on the floor.
She's eating like fucking chili chickpeas. Yeah. Crunchy as shit.
They're so delicious.
That's fine. That's fine. They were tasty. Though you gave me shit about how I ate them.
Yeah, you like hand fold them.
You gave me a handful. I put a handful in my mouth.
That was a big handful. Oh, they're crunchy.
I have big hands.
I just eat away this way.
You gave me a handful. What was I supposed to do? Like, daintily pick one at a time and put them in my mouth?
Yeah.
Would that have made you happy?
And just what makes me happy is that you enjoyed them.
When did I say that?
You bitch.
You judging me right now?
I judge so much all the time.
I know.
It's in my Myers-Briggs.
Well, I know. And this is why, like, at one point we were like, oh, you're looking for a roommate? I'm looking for a new spot. I'm like, we should not live together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I flat out told Jess, like, you will grow to hate me if we live together.
I'm trying not to eat
I appreciate that you're not trying to eat into the mic. But legitimately, I had to tell her, like, I adore you. You would grow to hate me if we lived together.
Likely.
Well, I'm glad that you admit that now. But, like, at first you were like, really?
No, when you first said it, I was like, oh, this is probably true.
It took you a second. There was definitely a hesitation on, like, really?
I really like living by myself.
I do too. I just, like, love my apartment and don't want to pay for all of it.
Solid.
Like,
it's so expensive existing here.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like,
well, you get like ASMR if I put it on my lips.
She's putting some sort of goo on her lips.
Goo?
I don't know. I'm a heterosexual dude. I don't know what that is.
That sounds very sexual.
Not intentionally.
Goo.
Yeah, it's goo.
Goo.
Made her lips shiny.
They call it glow oil.
Sounds like goo to me.
Pretty close. So we been concise?
Not at all.
I was on a direction.
Have you not been here?
I was on a direction with the MILF thing.
Like 25 minutes ago.
Yeah. I was on a direction with the MILF thing, and there was like a thought that like then it like got separated when I don't remember what.
Because you wanted bacon.
No. It was before that. It was when
you didn't want bacon back then.
It was when you were on your phone.
Well, I was trying to figure out what my Myers-Briggs was.
I know, but it was very distracting.
Sorry. I was trying to answer your earlier question.
Okay. So what do you think that a MILF is? And do you feel like it like actually does justification to the female sexuality?
Not at all. It's a dumb classification.
Well, and also like why is it that like after a certain age and a certain thing, like one of my agents, like they've canceled themselves out. We all know who that is.
No, I mean that's not a short list.
If you know, you know.
That's not a short list.
One of my last agents, like they like made a comment of well, like MILF, that means like everything's a mother role because it's like mommy like to fuck. And I'm like, okay, like pause. Like how many women in this world are like mothers? And that doesn't make her your mom. There are a lot of those. And there's a lot of context. And like if we're taking age or aesthetic, that doesn't make it step. But like a lot of these like fucking little fucking brains, it's like they're thinking with their little dick brain. And like they just like, oh, mommy like to fuck, that means she's my mom. I'm like, like no. It's age, aesthetic, and like being your mother is like the last fucking thought that I would think I want to fuck my mother.
I mean, also, I don't really want you as my mother. Like, I think that
I don't want to be your fucking mother. I would if I have to be somebody's fucking parent, I would rather smother them. Like a shaken baby. Like, yes, I will shake the baby.
Just out here doing these late term abortions. Like,
yeah.
Fucking 30 years later.
I mean, fucking A, man. Most human beings, if I was their parent, they deserve late term abortion like 30 fucking years later.
Well, and I don't know.
I'm dropping chickpeas on your floor.
Awesome. Love you for that. Love that.
I'm trying not to eat in the thing.
Well, get them in your mouth. You're supposed to be a professional about getting things in your mouth, woman. Anywho.
Do you hear me crunching my nuts?
Yes, I fucking do. Yes, I fucking do. I guess, like, using MILF as a term is...
It's the new porn star.
But it also feels a little more polite than being like, you're a mature performer.
Right, but why step? Why?
Well, I have theories on that. Like,
tell me.
it's a self-perpetuating cycle because you put two hot people together and it's a step setup. Do the majority of,
Help you focus on yourself while I'm sitting here trying to sit away from this and like.
I'm not focusing on myself at
Not
all.
with the camera. When you edit this, you're not focusing on me being a weirdo.
No, because I'm talking.
I know.
It'll be on my camera.
Okay, good.
Notes for the audience. The person who's talking ends up on camera. We're not going to just have like 10 minutes of you putting things in your mouth while I talk over it.
I get paid for that.
Well, you're doing it for free now. Aha! You're doing it for the price of tequila.
Price of tequila.
I feel like it's a self-perpetuating cycle where it's just like, I don't know how many actual fans give a fuck about the setup. All they see is like too hot.
They just want an age, but we also.
Well, it's not even the age. It's two hot people. It's like, you are the person I want to masturbate.
That's not how they do it when they do the step. It's always with younger. They
Right,
always
right,
have
but-
the age difference.
Right, but at the end of the day, most people
I
don't.
like men.
Well, most people don't actually give a fuck about who the male talent is.
No, they don't. And also, it's like a lot of guys want to be able to perceive themselves as the male talent.
Right. But at the end of the day, they're like, oh, that's a hot Jessica Ryan scene. It's not necessarily what the setup is, who you're actually working with.
I had one guy that he was like old, which was like kind of like interesting. He liked pretending to be young and like was really into like the super creepy scenes. The super creepy scenes. Where I'm like,
What constitutes a super creepy scene?
I kind of have a line of where I can cater to certain things, but when it juvenilizes sex, it's kind of a no for me. Like if it's like teaching sex, because that's going before you're of legal age, like insinuating, in my opinion.
Pulling a diaper off some dude?
No, I would never go there. Never. Like it's not something I'm into. And I understand like there's like that domination in like age and like blah. But yeah. Excuse me, I'll put these chickpeas in my mouth.
Fuck. The show's gone so
I
off the
want to
rail.
put some bacon in my mouth.
What gets you bacon? Jesus. You just have to focus for like another 20 minutes.
I don't think I focused this whole time.
Fair. Neither one of us have.
Keep
So-
talking so I can be away.
Well, yes, Mom.
I think that gives me the justification of slapping you.
And I was worried about you cutting me earlier, so I'll take a slap over being cut.
At what point have I ever made the impression that I would cut you?
Often.
Really?
With your eyes.
Mm.
Not with your words, just with your eyes. Sometimes the way you look at me, I'm like, oh, she's about to cut me for something I just said.
That's the thing.
There was a head nod, like, yeah, I can acknowledge that. I can acknowledge that, like, yeah, I would like to do great bodily harm to Matt at times.
You want some?
No, I don't want to make myself more post work. I have a little self-control.
Thank you, Matt.
For what?
I just needed to put a little bit more food in my face. I need to eat more.
Okay. We'll get you food.
I know. Where do you want to go?
Well, we probably shouldn't discuss that on camera so people don't show up at places we go.
I was thinking something ludicrous.
Korean barbecue?
Ooh. I don't know if I can do Korean barbecue.
Why not?
Because, like, I don't know if they use, like, soy sauce. It's going to take some navigation for me to figure out if they're going to be me-friendly.
I don't know.
You have Chang's is a shit, but I don't think we have one near us.
It's deep in the valley.
Oh.
And also probably too late to get to.
Yeah. They close, like, at 9.
Yeah, it's already
It's
closed.
past 9.
But there are definitely,
Street meat? Oh, but it's like the weekday.
yeah. And there's a lot of fish you can't eat, so no sushi.
I can do sushi, but I don't love it. I like bacon.
See, we could definitely get some Korean barbecue with some pork belly.
It's the sauces that are a problem. It's
Well, I mean,
soy
there's-
sauce based.
I mean, there's definitely lots of meats that are no sauce on them.
I shoot tomorrow. I don't know what time I shoot tomorrow. I'm shaking the whole table. I'm sorry. Ooh.
This episode's
Date texted me.
la-di-da. No one's DM slid me during this.
Should I DM you right now?
No, that's weird.
Is it weird?
A little.
I could just say, hey. Hey. Have you ever had the guys that mess? They're like, hi.
Back to the dating apps thing.
Mm.
That is the worst thing about being a dude on dating apps is the amount of women that have nothing in their profile, absolutely nothing about themselves in their profile.
Really?
And then like when you try to like
engage,
the response is high.
Okay. Ugh.
It's horrible because this is like,
Is that really a thing?
Oh, 100%.
I have too many words.
But it's also like, as a dude, it's like you're forcing me to say something about your physical appearance because I have nothing else to talk about.
I mean, it's again like, really, you should just be DTF if you're on Tinder. And like, I feel like even the others, like, I don't even know it exists anymore. I feel like you should just be DTF.
I don't disagree.
I don't understand how they're like dating services. They're not.
No, they're window shopping. I window shop on those fucking things. The amount of people I've actually like gone on dates with, hooked up with, so few.
Like
And
in the pandemic, I like humored talking to a couple of people through them, and I just really didn't like how hard they were trying. Like, I just like I had one guy that kept on talking about his mortgage and how expensive his watch was. And I just
weird flex. Weird fucking flex.
so weird. And I'm like, no. And then I just had such bad luck. Like, I can't do those things.
Oh no, they're horrible. Like, I've definitely had some random hookups from them, and it was like, this was fun.
I like play parties better, but like it makes me uncomfortable. Probably because I hate Tinder. That this like play party group that they have like a Tinder meets forum thing,
Ugh.
and like I had somebody that was like wants to meet, and I was like, oh, I'm like that's weird. Like, is it because I'm going to the party? But I hadn't like bought my ticket for the party, and I wasn't saying that I was going to the party, and it was just somebody being like, "Oh, you created a new profile. I want to meet you." And I'm like, "Can I remove myself?"
I mean, it's basically them just saying like, I would like to be inside you. Can I make this happen?
Yeah. They at least had like what's the Star Wars character?
Jar Jar Binks?
I'm so much more of a Star Trek girl. What was
Look at you trying to see a utopia happen or some shit.
Utopia is a great party.
Well, no, I'm saying like Star Trek is like more existent in a utopia versus Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
There's
Star
equality
Trek is not a utopia.
for the Federation. Oh, it 100% is. There's no poverty. There's no fucking no one's starving because there's replicators for the food. Jesus Christ. Compared to Star Wars, hell yeah. Life for the average human in Star Trek is a utopia. God, I wish you didn't have your mouth full so you could fucking talk about this.
Say it again. Say it again.
I don't have to say it again.
Say it again.
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
Pay attention to when I'm saying things.
I'm just crunching on things.
Those are not mutually exclusive.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
Star Trek is much more of a utopia for humankind than Star Wars is.
Yes.
Because in Star Trek, people do not want, there's no capitalism in Star Trek.
There isn't, is there? Like,
No.
you can like make your own food.
Yeah.
Machine.
The replicator.
The replicator is amazing.
Right. The replicator exists. People just have their needs met.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars, there's abject poverty and fucking people still being sold into slavery.
Yeah. God, I'm such an idealist.
I don't know why.
I know, right? This world, like, it makes me so cranky because of it. It's just like, I know what, like, the human potential, and, like, I'm an idiot.
You're not an idiot.
Oh, yeah. To think that, like, people would meet their human potential when it's so much easier to be an asshole.
Okay, you're right. You are an idiot.
Yeah, right. Like, it's like, I know better. Like, it's so much easier to be an asshole.
It's much easier to be an asshole, stupid and carefree.
Inconsiderate.
All these fucking things that were like, oh, you'll be a better member of society if you do these things. Like, those are not necessarily recipes for success.
No, they're not. In fact, I feel like there was a study, and I forget the title of the study, but it was something along the lines of like, if you have people that are bad behavior, like they're going to reward people that do bad behavior versus good behavior, because they're going to reward the people that are like them. So like you have like all these shitheads that are in fucking like either management or like upper echelon, that they're fucking shitheads. They're going to reward the fucking shitheads. And it's just like you're fucked. Have you ever seen
Well, it's also like the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Like the other assholes, like
yeah, but no, that's not true. Because like if you're an asshole, you're an asshole. And like how many people in business, they behave in a way of like you're supposed to fuck each other over.
well, there was a study. Don't quote me on when this was, but like the amount of CEOs that are fucking full on
Psychopaths.
like a lot.
Yeah. There are a lot of people that I know that are very well off. And I try not to put anybody into a stereotypical category. But like they have fucked people over to be where they are. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and it bothers me. And I'm like, so like if you're like the last guy, the blah, 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 the what's the term? It's a nice guys finish last. That was really hard to get out. Nice guys finish last.
I was just ranting about this the other day on Twitter. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna do shots of that.
We're doing shots.
Uh-huh.
We better do it soon because it's like this is too late for me to do shots.
I mean, that's bonus content after we wrap.
Yeah. I need to do it before because like I don't like having alcohol in my system when I go to bed, and I'm going to bed soon.
We're going for food after this.
Okay. All right.
We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line, Jess.
Oh my God.
I was just saying, I was ranting about this the other day. If all you have to offer a partner is nice, you have nothing to fucking offer.
I know.
Like, it's such a fucking baseline.
Yeah.
Fucking nice is just, it ain't shit. Like, of course you're going to be the nice to the person you want to be romantically involved with.
Yeah. I've had a lot of people point out to me when I was like, oh, they were really nice. They were like, yeah, but did they want to fuck you? And I'm like,
yes.
that's accurate.
But also, like, what else did they provide? Anything?
No, they just wanted to fuck, so they were being nice.
Right. And so
it's not really being nice.
No, 100%. It's being manipulative.
I'm like a penguin. I need your rock dollars. Don't they give rocks?
Yes.
I need rocks.
If you don't create something, if you don't have anything else to fucking offer, nice doesn't fucking matter.
Well, and that's the difficulty, right? Like it's like be the partner that you would want your partner to have. And it's really difficult because this world really disempowers you. So like when I was talking about like your audience, some of the audience being particularly toxic, that like I get it. Like it's really difficult to live in this world. Like the majority of people that I know, granted my friends are not like at average IQ. They're lower than. No, they're unfortunately higher than, and it's really difficult to be happy in this world right now. Like you really have to work at it. And where was it going with that?
I don't know. When it comes to partnerships and shit like that.
Yeah. So like you have to work on yourself. Like do you want your partner to be with somebody that's not like doing the things? Like it's like it doesn't make sense to me like the concept of settling and like getting comfortable into your relationship. Like you should be gifting your partner like who you think they deserve, and they should be doing the same thing. Like and it's like it's difficult because we live in a world that's so based on like this like feedback loop of like you're not good enough and you
One,
do this.
very materialistic too.
Very materialistic and consumptive. Like it's like if that's a word.
I'll go with it, but it's also like we're also at a point where like perception wise, you've never had more options.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
that's where the dating apps are fucking toxic.
But the options are a problem because then you're never going to be happy, and you're not going to be happy with what it is that you have. And
right, because you could always feel like you can do better.
You could do better, but like honestly, like what's better than finding a person that works well with you and that like you can build off of each other?
I don't know. I mean, I bail when it's no longer the honeymoon. So,
huh?
I bail when it's no longer the honeymoon.
Oh, my whole like what I aim for is to get boring with somebody. Like I love when you're able to just like sit in the room and like not speak, and like you just like are totally comfortable.
Oh, I can do that during the honeymoon phase too, but like the minute I get bored, I'm bad.
I love getting bored. Like it's like I like okay, like laundry, like those mundane tasks that you want to do. Like the fact that you enjoy the company enough that you want to like do these mundane tasks with. I think that's a beautiful thing. The boring is like, it's such a beautiful spot to get to.
I have never realistically gotten there, so.
Yeah, I mean, like, my relationship is like, my first relationship was 8 years. It was like 5 years too long. I knew when it was like,
Right.
but then the next one was like, I had like a rebound. I don't count that as a relationship.
How long did it last? How long did that rebound last?
9 months.
It's still not short
That's short as fuck for me.
for you.
Yeah.
Do you know how long my longest relationship is?
How long?
Guess.
I don't know.
Just throw a number out there.
2 weeks.
I mean, that's not my longest relationship.
Okay,
Jesus.
it's like a month.
6 months.
Okay.
Oh, it started off toxic, and it was kind of toxic the whole way through.
Yeah.
Because, it started off with her cheating on her baby daddy. Yeah.
Have you thought of therapy?
Multiple times.
Have you done it?
Couple times.
Okay.
Probably need to go back to it, but
Partner selection is important, and partner selection has a lot to say about ourselves.
well, that one started off as merely a sex thing, and like, and the rules were initially that was just a sex thing, and then she started treating me really well, and it was like, oh shit, fuck, I have feels.
Yeah. Oh, that's where my shit got weird this last one. I don't understand, guys.
What do you mean? What don't you understand? We're pretty simple.
Once we got like feelings, he just got weird. Like,
in what sense?
like, why is it that like when we all have baggage, right? We all have emotional baggage, even from our
No, not at all. No.
and like, but like we are our worst version towards the people that we're closest to.
Yeah, because we let our guard down.
Yeah, but it sucks. It really sucks. Like I try not to be that person. And like, yeah, always happens with other people.
Mm. I mean, that's just part of life.
I like these lights you have
Once again, admiring my gear.
that nobody can see.
It's true. They can feel the effects of it.
They can feel the effects of the light. I like them.
Well, we're going to get you some bacon.
Oh my God, I really want bacon.
I'm aware. I'm painfully aware. So we're going to call last call on this motherfucker so we can get you bacon.
Yeah.
We're going to get you a Malort shot, then bacon.
So what is Malort made of? Because remember, I'm allergic to things. Do I need to Google?
I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to Google it.
I'm going to Google.
It is a botanical liqueur.
Ingredients list.
Good luck.
Okay, so it's vodka, wormwood, and liquor or herbal form, dried elderflowers, juniper berries, allspice, and star anise. It's good.
Cool.
It sounds like you're saying like Malort.
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 So.
Jepson's
Malort.
What are you going to put it in?
Shot glasses.
Yeah, I want it.
We're going to do that.
Put it in my mouth.
We will. It's a different clip.
What?
It's bonus content.
We're talking about it right now.
We are. But we're going to wrap. Call last call. Jess, where can they find you on the things?
On the things. Holy shit. All the things. I was all over the place today.
Yeah, it was a little more chaotic than usual.
So, okay, social media, Twitter is, or X, formerly known as Twitter, is Love Jessica Ryan. Exactly how it should be spelt. I don't get complicated because Dick in Hand is not intelligent. And then Instagram, because they deleted the other one. It's LUV Jessica Ryan. And 2 S's, 1 C, Ryan. Not hard, but your dick should be. And then website cultofjess.com. My fan site, cultofjess.vip. I have a TikTok. I do things on there. And that's Love Jessica Ryan.
Well, we're going to go get some bacon after this Malort. Till next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Malort.